Hey Workshop Gang, welcome back. If any of you are here from my other channel, Joe Daddy's Garage, you already know that channel is focused on primarily old Mustangs and Camaros and stuff like that. I did do some videos on that channel where last year I installed a mini split Mr. Cool air conditioner slash heater. So I did a video on that, and then I did a follow-up video on that later on. Now with that, when I installed that equipment, I also upgraded my shop. I put in spray foam insulation. I did some work on these walls here that faced east, put in some insulation, and then finished them out with a light 1/4-inch plywood. So as I keep doing more improvements to the shop, and I will point out, I also did a video on installing Memtech brushes or brush seals on my roll-up door behind me, and also my entry door, which is over that way. So if you want to see anything on that, check those out as well. But as I continue on with this, I want to talk about some different things, like the LED lighting that I put up, I think last year as well. Now when I built this shop in '96, I had 8-foot fluorescent lights, and those were fine. You know, at the time, that was really all that was available. But as time goes on and technology improves, you want to change things and upgrade. So that's what I did. I added 8-foot LEDs to my shop. So basically I used the housings from the fluorescent lights and I converted them to take the LEDs. And that was a kit that I bought off of Amazon. I don't know the kit number or anything like that, but that's not what this particular video is about. But I will say I'm satisfied with my LED light strips, and I'm looking to upgrade. So I may be adding some more of those. But today I was at Harbor Freight, and I've heard good things about this light. Now this is a 4-foot, 5,000 lumen shop light. It's one of the hanging lights they sell at Harbor Freight. They currently, I think they list these normally for $29.99, but if you have a Insider or Track Club discount, you can get these for $19.99. So I bought a few of these, let's say, for $19.99 today. And I want to see what they're going to do. I want to see how they're going to, work within the shop. I may even put one of these in to my wife's craft room because she needs more light in there. And that's something we basically all need, more light when we're working on projects. But I'm going to show you where I'm going to put this and also kind of do a visual as to how it affects the lighting within the shop. Now, as I said, I put in this mini split, and that's the head unit. The rest of it is outside. I put that in last year and I love the thing. It's done a fantastic job. I also added spray foam insulation. I had a contractor come in and spray the roof and the gable ends. And he also did the space above my roll-up door just because it was convenient. But that has made a world of difference, having all of that in place. The only thing I had to have them kind of be careful of is I have an exhaust fan that I've had that installed for years, and I wanted to be able to use that if necessary. So I had them make sure they didn't cover up that exhaust fan. And as you can see, those are my LED lights. Standard 8-foot fluorescent housings. And to convert those, it's pretty simple. You just take out the ballast, connect the wiring direct, basically, and they operate as normal lights. So I have these wired in. And those are doing a great job, but I'm thinking about adding another row down the middle, and I may have to move my pig. I can go into more of that later if people want to know, but I may have to move that to get another set in there. But as I'm doing this, I want to show you, well, that's an air hoist, but this is the first light that I put up in this shop in 1996. And the reason I did that was to pass code, it had to have a light. So that's why that is there, and that's one of those, I guess that's one of the halogen lights. And again, that's been hanging in that location since '96. So what's the math on that? 23 years? And I can tell you that I've probably used it 5 times in the whole time it's been hanging there. But let me just show you what happens when I turn that on. And this is wired as a plug-in, but it's wired to the existing lights. This has been up here a long time. And immediately I just feel heat and hardly any change in illumination. So that's it with the light on, and that's with the light off. That's pretty sad. So I'm just going to remove that light, and then I'm going to hang the other light. I'll open up the box and show you what comes in the box, but I will hang the other light in that same location. So let's open it up. Comes with a little styrofoam block. Simple instructions. Shouldn't be that hard. Basically just hang it and plug it in. Comes with some chains and some S-hooks. Also has what appears to be a really long pull chain that's all tied together. I'll have to cut that off. It's got a zip tie holding all that together. I wanted to show you this. There's a little screw insert of some sort right here. I can't get to this side without taking everything apart, but it looks like it just screws in, and that is for your S-hook. So whichever end you decide to put in there, it just loops right through it. I think you could probably use either end. Yeah. So just know that. So I decided to put 2 lights instead of 1 and just put them next to each other. And then I also have my pull chain, which I'll adjust later. But there's probably over 3 feet of pull chain, maybe closer to 4 feet. So that's very convenient. And I should point out my ceilings are almost 12 feet to the bottom of the truss. And with those hanging down, that's, around 11 feet, something like that. So just to say that I'm not having to reach very high to grab this pull chain. And I'll adjust that length. There is, as with all or most, that little connector right there in the middle. So you can take that apart, cut your length you want, and then reattach. I'm sure most of you know this, but I'll show it to you anyway. This has that little slip connector, and to shorten, you just slide that apart, take a pair of wire cutters, cut off the length you don't need, and then slip the ball back in, and you're ready to go. So now I want to show you the difference in the lighting. So as I showed before, this area with just that single halogen bulb, this is just one of the new LED lights. That's a big difference by itself, and this is with the other one. How about Hulkbuster Iron Man? Now this is on my little tripod, so the light itself, or the camera, is only about 2 feet off of the floor. That makes a difference. As you can see, I just put out some random objects just to show you So I'll do one more thing, just because I know you want to see me on the camera, right? That's a good bit of light. Figured $20 a piece. I got $40 in it. Took me about, for my purpose, maybe 10 minutes to install because I already had the existing outlets. And like I said, I'll probably install at least one of these in my wife's craft room. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. And it's going to help not only with making videos in the shop on the cars and different things, but also making videos like this. So you have that to look forward to. But that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you'd be so kind, throw a thumbs up on there. Leave a comment, like, share, all those cool things. Every little bit helps in the development of this channel that I'm trying to make grow as well. So until next time, take care of yourselves. And also in those series, and it was for my roll-up door behind me and also my entry door, which is over that way. And now that LEDs are pretty prevalent, prominent, available, whatever the word you want to use. Now that LEDs are more, and now that LED lighting is shoot this other back. Yeah, that was good. Mm-hmm.